Hello, Debbie.
Hello, G. How are you?
Oh, perfect. How are you?
Excellent, as usual.
I said it's so good to hear your voice, too.
Thank you. What are we going to have a conversation about?
Well, I would like to have a conversation about how to renew my passion in life, how to be unstoppable and do the things that I used to do. I have so much possibility in my life now with the gadget that's on its way. I'm looking forward to being able to breathe easier and do more things, and I'm thinking that I won't be as limited, and I would like to have that passion in my life that I used to have.
I got it. You want to have passion in your life that you used to have. Tell us a little bit about when you had passion, what happened? What actions did you take?
Well, I was always very passionate about nature and always very passionate about anything that I undertook. I would always do the best of my ability at everything and be passionate about everything. Even my jobs, any job I ever had, I was always the top producer, the employee of the year, got all kinds of awards and gifts and stuff like that, you know, as a honor for reward for being a, employee of the year. I always was an overachiever, and I always wanted to do good. I always had that passion for everything. Anything I would undertake, I had that passion. I guess the best way, one year in my life, I took 3 months leave of absence from work, and I paid the rent on my apartment for 3 months, and I just got on a whim, with a boyfriend, bought a couple of tents and some sleeping bags and some cooking stuff for camping, and got a map of the United States and credit card for gas, and we took off. We went all across the whole United States, and we went hiking and mountain climbing and cave slunking, and we didn't stay at the KOA campgrounds or anything like that. Not to take you over with them, but we stayed in state parks, and it's like I didn't think anything about, it might be dangerous, or I didn't think anything negative about doing any of it. I had an idea in my head. In other words, I would get an idea in my head and I would just follow through with it. I would find a way to make it happen. Anything I had. And then I started my own business one time. My mother taught me how to sew. My mother used to make all my own clothes. Or she used to make all my clothes for me as a young girl. And then as I became a teenager, I got old enough to operate the machine myself. I started making all my own clothes. And I'd have a real passion for, I would get a pattern and I would make like 10 different style dresses out of one pattern. So I started this business making creations. I called it Blenders Goodies, and it was custom made outfits that I would make for people. I had certain ones made, and I would display them at the flea market. It was a flea market where they sold new stuff, and not used stuff, new stuff. And I would rent a couple of tables, and I would sell. People would come to me, and they loved the stuff that I made. And what I would do is I'd wait. I never knew what I was going to make, and I would go to the store. And I would buy a bunch of satin, and I would buy a bunch of crochet materials or crochet items to crochet, and I'd buy a bunch of roses, sew on roses and threads, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and I would have this passion would come over me, and I would just start to take the scissors. I had a gift that I could just eyeball something and be able to tell what size it would be. I could just eyeball and cut without measuring. I could tell what size certain thing was. So, I would make all these outfits in different sizes and I'd bring them to the flea market on the weekends and I would sell them. And I did really well. And in fact, one year I went down to the beach. Everybody was saying how, I went to New Orleans one year and I wore one of my outfits on, to Mardi Gras. I had all kinds of people ask me, where did you get that outfit? I love it. And I said, I make them. And they kept saying, well, will you make one for me? And so, anyway, I got the idea. So I took some of my outfits and I took them down to the beach. I packaged them up nicely. I took them down to the beach shop, showed them to them, just, displayed them to them and told them that that I handmade them. Because that was the unique thing about it, is that they were all handmade. And they told me, this one shop said to me, well, I'll take 50 cases. I wasn't really sure how many should go in a case. It wasn't really structured properly. And so rather than got overwhelmed and lost my passion. So then about 6 months after this thing, I just didn't deliver. She didn't give me the money. She was going to give me half the money to get the materials and then the rest of the money once I delivered the merchandise. I told her that it was going to take me a while to make because I had to hand make everything. But like I said, I became overwhelmed. And so 6 months later, I called her up again and said, I'm so sorry that I didn't deliver the merchandise. Could you give me another chance? And she said yes. But by then, I was going through a divorce, lost my passion.
I got it. So you lost your passion?
Yeah.
When did you lose your passion? How many years ago?
Many years ago. I'd say probably about 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
And you were looking for the passion throughout this year?
No, well, for a while there, I didn't even really care that it was missing. I really just didn't care, but now I care. I'm starting to get enthusiasm about life again because I've got hope that I'm going to be able to breathe easier, be able to do more in life, and I want to have renewed passion and be able to do more things.
Yeah. So listen, the Pursuit of Passion is a very good book. Somebody probably wrote it and you read it, or you're going to write this book. The Pursuit of Passion, as you know already, does not make any difference. There's no such thing as passion. There is context and action. And I invite you to consider that the context that led the charge was making a difference with something outside yourself, something bigger than you. Looking at these people wearing your clothes. And then she said, 50 boxes. And you said, 50 boxes? Yeah, 50 boxes. I have no idea what it is and I'm not going to ask. And then you lost your passion. Psychologists will make a lot of money here and we're going to pay them nothing. The only thing that happened is what happened. What happened? She said what she said and you did what you did. And then you didn't do what you didn't do. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to leave the passion aside. We're going to take on a context that is bigger than you. Rather than surviving the life that you have and the life that you don't have. What I hear is that you're taking on, making a difference, expanding the difference that you're making with human beings and maybe other animals or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the way that you described a lot of things that you did, and you have memories, and they reside in a memory set. Whether it was like that or not, it's not really important. The way the brain works is that it has this memory, and we want to have exactly how it was, and this is what we are with passion to life, with life. This is how it looks like when we are having great time. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, now our job here in this conversation is to open up and see what is possible. So, we're going to have a gadget next week or in the past few days, and this gadget will require intentionality, will require that you will be okay, you will be passionate to go up the hill where the first time that you're going to use it is going to be very disappointing. It's going to be what?
Disappointing.
Yes. That's the definition. If this will be so easy at the beginning, it won't make any difference. When I went to the gym after, 20, 30 years that I didn't do anything, then pushing tricep pushing of 60 pounds was really great. Now I do 110, 130, and I don't push more than that. You get that? So your job is to keep the passion. The passion is being coachable, and we're going to write down every day how you advance with the breathing through this gadget. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. The second thing is somehow see if the oxygen can be out, not just when you take a shower. So you take the oxygen off for a very little while, very small time, 30 seconds, a minute, and then you put it on. And you do it usually before you go to sleep. So you know that if you get very tired, you're asleep. Besides that you have the inherent need for the oxygen, you also have some of it, might be 1%, might be 30% attachment to the oxygen. You're not lazy. It's just a simple human experience where once the oxygen was not near you or something, and then your brain said, 100% oxygen, always with me, always on me. So what I'm inviting you as a powerful woman to start playing with it and see where it goes. Playing very little with it, not a lot. You don't have to do drastic things. We are now talking about a game for 2019. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're taking for 2019. Now, the passion that you have, so this is one thing, one area where you're going to make a difference with the, what is called the well-being situation that you're in, especially with your life. Okay?
Yes.
Then, passion for others. Passion to make a difference with other people. Passion to make phone calls and invite people into your world the way that it works for you. Passion to include others in Florida, in your life. Passion and courage to allow people to be inspired by you. And the context is the opportunity to make a difference with them. Not your grandeur, how much money you have in your bank, or anything else. Does that communicate?
Yes.
Got it. So what did you get out of this conversation?
What I get from the conversation, well, I just have to, it's important for me to get used to being without the oxygen.
Yes, slowly and surely, and do the exercises and see when to do the exercises and when to do the oxygen. At the beginning you will make mistakes, and you're allowed to make mistakes. Did you get that?
Yes.
You're allowed to make mistakes. If you won't make mistakes, you won't reveal anything new. Until now, you didn't make any mistakes. Okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So you see a local school, a high school, maybe reach out to the principal or to whoever is accountable for community relationships and enroll them in the possibility of coming to you, reading books with you, or listening to your stories and telling them about their stories, kind of adopting you.
Yes.
Okay. So on Monday, this is your homework. Game on?
Yes, game on.
Awesome. And you want me to write it down for you, or you are going to write it down for yourself?
What is it you want me to do on Monday?
You see, the humanity. Great. Call a local high school and tell them that you're living where you're living, and to see if there's any, I don't know, junior or maybe senior that will usually probably a young woman that will come and be with you for, I don't know, half an hour, and read to you a book that she's reading and share with you, and you will share with them. It will sound idiotic and courageous. So your job on Monday is to allow yourself to be an idiot, to do something completely unreasonable, or to call a church, your church, to see somebody there, to start reaching out to the community and inviting them into your life with the context to make a difference with them.
Yes.
Guess what?
Yes, I'm going to do that. Invite people to reach out. I'm going to reach out to the school and to the church and see if there's somebody that would like to come over and read to me.
Maybe an art school or a fashion school that you can train them. What are the outfits that you did? You can share with them pictures and tell them all the tricks so they can do something with their own hands.
Yeah, everything used to come so natural to me.
I got it. Now we're natural as a coach. It's time for you to coach. Time for you to do what?
Time for me to coach.
Yes, that's it. It's not about you, G. This life is not about you. When it's about you, it's suffering. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So Monday, this is what you're doing. You're going to get the gadget. You will go up the hill slowly and surely. You're going to start practicing with the oxygen. How does it go without the oxygen? Take it off a little bit. Get tired. Allow it to kind of getting tired, and then put it on. Okay, we want to see. Maybe you can be with less time during the day without the oxygen.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how are you with walking? Or you go with the wheelchair? What's going on? Because you have this arthritis.
Well, it's not just arthritis. Right now, I have bone on bone. I have bone on bone osteoarthritis degenerative that I'm supposed to be getting these injections in my knees called Synvis that I'm waiting for them to be delivered to the doctor's office. I go on Wednesday and hopefully they'll be in. This is supposed to act like cartilage. Right now I have no cartilage in my knees. There's no cushion. There's just bone on bone. So I'm in the wheelchair, or if I lean on the walker, if I take the pain pill and I use the pain patch, I'm okay with the pain most of the time, for the most part. And
no problem with the no problem on the wheelchair. Okay, you can have, let's say, in 3 months you practice the breathing, and you are able to be without the oxygen like long enough, maybe for 15 minutes, half an hour, then we can have somebody that will take you to the park, to the zoo, with the oxygen tank that's portable.
yeah.
You get that?
Yeah. Well, the problem I've had with when I had the other caregiver, he didn't want to take me in the wheelchair. I really need to go in the wheelchair because the doctor told me to stay off my feet, to stay off my legs.
I got it. And the caregiver that you have now, what is she saying?
Well, the last week when I went, she didn't want to take me. Not the one they brought a temporary caregiver in, a fill-in, and she didn't want to take the wheelchair. She said it was too much to carry the wheelchair along.
Yeah, the wheelchair is kind of heavy if it's not, if you don't have the right, don't you have people that, like cars or vans that can handle it?
Yeah.
You need to ask
I
for
have
it.
I have a hover around, but then I also have a regular wheelchair. I have a regular wheelchair that folds up and goes into the back of the.
Yeah, but there is a van here I see in Brooklyn that takes care of people, and he lifts the person with the wheelchair.
Yeah, but I see. The thing is when I go to the doctor, I need someone to give me care beforehand. I need someone to give me a shower and dress me.
Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But the first thing is to kind of get the handle of the breathing, to kind of stabilize where you are, and have the doctors, the breathing doctor, the pulmonologist, jaw to drop, because we will see so much advancement in how you are. Okay, this is our job.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you need any passion? You want me to send you some passion? Maybe, but if you want, I'll send you some passion. You don't need any passion. Okay, we're going to take two actions, and they will, I don't care how you call them. You want to call them passion with one S or two S's. That works for me. Okay?
Yeah. Or, in other words, my enthusiasm for life. Because I kind of feel like I've been given up. That, the breathing has been so difficult for me that I felt like I'm kind of giving up, like just letting things happen. I'm just gonna give up, you know?
Got it. And we had this conversation, and thank you for sharing that with me. And maybe it's giving up, and maybe in our society, when a person becomes sick, the community is not well prepared to support him or her. I was today in a hospital with a person like a month after bypasses and with kidney failures and issues with the lungs or something. I don't even know what it is, and nobody was in his room. And I came with a friend, and we were with him, and he asked to brush his teeth. And I went to the nurse, and he said, I brush his teeth in the morning. Okay. Then I came again, and I said, he wants to do his teeth to be brushed. So he came, and he did that. So I remember it from my father that we're done with this game. Okay? We're done with kind of fighting with all in all fronts. We're stabilizing point by point, area by area in your life, and moving forward. Game on?
Game on. So we're gonna just do it step by step. It's not all at once. We're not doing it all at once, because I'm afraid I can't do it all at once.
That's for it. We are not going to do it all at once. We're doing it at your pace. Okay?
Yeah.
We're not looking to kind of show off how fast you can recuperate. That's not the point. The point is for you to do it daily, maybe twice a day, as much as it works for you, as long as it works for you.
Yeah, I'm excited because I would love to go to Busch Gardens again.
I got it. You're excited? Why are you excited?
Because I thought I would never be able to go again.
I got it. But why are you excited?
Because I love...
No, because you said so. So your job now is to say that you're excited.
Oh, I'm excited.
You don't need a reason to be excited.
And I'm unstoppable.
You're unstoppable. And I got that you want to see the Busch Garden. The most boring thing I ever did in, and you want to see it, and that's great. I saw it, the temperature was, I don't know, so cold. It was so cold in this Busch Garden. Almost closed.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in the winter.
You went in the winter.
Yeah, I think 2 winters ago or something like that.
Oh.
It was so freezing. Anyway, but you enjoyed. You want to see the lights and whatever, that's great. Awesome. That's why you have menus in restaurants.
Yes.
Okay, love. Anything else you want to have a conversation about?
No, I've taken enough of your time, and I know you're a very busy man, and I appreciate all the time that you do give me. I'm looking forward to. I'll be checking the mail every day for the gadget to come.
Okay. And Monday you are calling schools. You tell them, I don't know what really I'm asking, but maybe you have a program that will, will volunteer with me. Young people will volunteer with me. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you very
You're the
much. I
best.
love you.
I love you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love.
Ma.
Bye-bye.